Hi y'all, how you doing? I'm just here sitting out at the Exodus house. Um, Jojo? Yeah, I'm just out here at the Exodus house, just really thinking about this journey. I mean, wow, just amazing, wow, right? You never know what life has in store for you or where your story is going to go. But the important thing is to remain curious and positive no matter what. I mean, I have a lot of like questions and a lot of things that are going on right now because this that we're embarking on is huge, huge stuff and life altering stuff. I mean, this is not to say that moving all the way to Tanzania was not life altering because it was. This is not to say that working on this amazing house and welcoming people to the diaspora was not life altering. Um, and it's just been like a whirlwind journey, right? Because I trust my ancestors and I trust the process and I trust myself, right? And trusting yourself is a very, very important part of your success journey, your entrepreneurial journey, your repatriation journey. I'm going to stop here and turn the camera around. This is our backyard, right? I don't know if y'all can see. Yeah, I hope you can. So, this is our backyard. Um, we're trying to dry out, sand out, and shake out. And we're kind. I want to be honest. We're in like the middle of a kind of lull at the Exodus house because it's January, and you know how January goes. Like after people travel for the holidays, ain't nobody got no money or whatever, and so all businesses um kind of end up in this little lull. Hey, Kaka, this is one of our guys here. Um, Sanding. Where are you coming from? Okay, so this one. Say hi. You get your moment. You get 5 minutes of fame, famous JoJo. Okay. Yeah. Okay, enough. Inside, thank you. Yes. So this I'm walking back now into the woods from the beach to the woods to look at the drying shed, right? So I was saying we're in a lull with our business. And so we're kind of bootstrapping this and looking for a prayer, a donation, a reservation, excuse me, a blessing from heaven to continue to do this. Um, because it's really big stuff if we're able to do it and do it properly where we can hire people and make it sustainable for the local community as well as for the funds that we get from the seaweed. We would definitely be using that towards our beekeeping mission. But the beekeeping mission, as I said before, it's a in and of itself, it requires more funds than I'm able to raise on my own. But even this process, this the CMOS process, it still requires funds. So we are here at the drying shed. And this little old shed, I mean, this is by no means the size. I mean, it's good. He's not finished. But I mean, I guess we could really utilize the space that we have here. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, I mean, it's something, it's a start, right? So where we are now, is we need uh we need to hire more boys, and we need to hire some of the local young ladies from the community to help with the sand shaking. And um, why the need is so urgent right now is because this seaweed only comes up in season. It is not here year round. In high tide, it is not here. In the rainy season, it's not here, and the rains are about to come. So we are moving swiftly, and we do, we have approached the figures involved who, are moving our process forward. And, with that, we just have to keep in lockstep with what we said we're going to do, which is hire people and make it sustainable. So I'm waiting for the Fundi to come back. He's supposed to bring the drying sheds, the drying screens. So this right here is made possible by one person who believes in us, believe in our mission, and saw us do everything that we said we're going to do. And we're only able to raise just enough to do this, to buy the lumber and the zinc, and pay the Fundi and buy the wire mesh for the screens and things like that. So we're at a point where it's do or die, sink or swim. We're like right between getting orders and being able to fill the orders. It's kind of a tricky place. If you've ever started a business, you understand. Yeah. Let me see. Ian Savasalim, Tanzania. Man, let me tell you something. This country is a powerhouse. These people are amazing. Listen to me. Listen, Tanzania is like, I don't even know what to tell you. There's so much here. There is so much opportunity here. There is so much in nature. There is so much that the country provides as far as natural resources. I mean, it's like someone, if you can come here, you can come here and actually lease a diamond mine, a gold mine, but you have to raise the funds to move your process along, right? You can come here and find amazing things, but you have to have resources to be able to move it forward. And there's nothing wrong with that, but at least there is a chance, and that's what we are all looking for, a chance, right? So I see nothing wrong with Tanzania if you are an entrepreneur, if you're a business minded person, if you're a person who has goals and know how to, work from sun up to sundown. This place will yield amazing results for you, you know, and you have to be willing to put in the elbow grease, right? I mean, I don't know how many people are on this live that know that Exodus house didn't fall from the sky. It was an abandoned building, right? And I'm sure many people looked at it prior to me. Maybe even Tanzanian people looked at it and said, hell no, right? Hell no. I ain't gonna do that. I'm not gonna mess with that. And when I saw it, I said, this is an opportunity. It's a chance, right? And it had questions with it like, oh my gosh, I don't own this, I don't own that. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. But at the same time, I would rather take a chance and win than not take a chance and be nowhere, right? And that's what you have to do. You have to be positive about taking chances on yourself and taking chances on opportunities, because they only come but so often, right? And yeah, so it doesn't make any sense to knock and negate and say, well, this, that, this. This is the, because it doesn't put you in any better position than where you would be if you didn't take the chance, right? And I know a lot of people saw me with the Exodus House when it was just an abandoned building, and they're like, that's dumb, or she's not going to be able to do anything with that, blah 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 blah. And there was so much talk. There was a lot of talk, and I didn't do any interviews with anyone until it was finished and until it did what I said it was going to do, which is a home, a place for the repatriation for the diaspora. And now I'm turning my conversation more towards the business oriented diaspora, the business people, the people who have the drive and the ability to get something done. And I can't wait that this CMOS thing takes off, because this is going to be a huge, huge, huge selling point for the diaspora, for not just me, but for Tanzania. This is going to really show the world that Tanzania is a powerhouse, right? Tanzania is no joke, and there's a lot more that can be done. Watch Renee take off with this CMOS thing, and watch every single person with some kind of money is going to show up and invest in this country. Watch, because being in the position that I am, I'm showing the world everything that's happening step by step, day by day, and all the opportunities that exist here. And so once everything is up off the ground, I guarantee you people are going to see Tanzania for what it is, which is it's I want to make Tanzania into the foundation of entrepreneurship on the continent. I want to see resilience for the diaspora business community who come here to make a difference and provide employment and opportunities for African brothers and sisters, and give a blueprint for people to follow, to say yes. And just in between 2020 and 2021, so I was the blueprint for people coming back with their children, right? A lot of people came back because of me and the message that I was putting out there, and how great it is, and wonderful a place it is to raise children. That is a fact. And also, there were so many men who communicated with me and said, hey, look, you did that with a kid, and I'm sitting here in the States or in the West, and I need to get the hell out. And if you can do that with a kid, I can do that, right? And that's what I want people to see. I want people to see the whole thing, the ups, the downs, the ins, the outs, the sweat, the tears. I want you to see it, so it's not easy, but that there are going to be great days, and there are more great days, more than tearful days. You're going to see more joyful days than you're going to see frustrating days, right? And this is how I feel, is that no matter how frustrating or how difficult life can be, it's going to be that way, period, point blank. There is no getting out of it. Life is frustrating and it's difficult, but I would rather hash it out on the continent with my people, especially here, than I would somewhere else. Let me hash it out with my folks, with what they have to offer, right? With what they have to teach me. Let me do that here rather than somewhere else, right? Because I think I value the country, and I think the country also values what someone like me brings to the table, right? Yes. Hey, friends, it is. Yes, y'all need to come through. Come book your reservation at the Exodus House, people. Come on. Come to the Exodus House. This is an exciting time for us. It's a very, very exciting time. It's an amazing time. I can't say any more than that. It's an amazing time. We're doing extraordinary things with very little, and that has been our our blueprint, right? Just doing ordinary things, but just adding that extra, that little extra step on it because you don't have as much as the other folk do, right? My channel isn't monetized. I don't get any money from YouTube. God bless the people who give donations and make reservations. But other than that, I have to SWAT. And so I have to do extra. I have to do the little extra outside of the ordinary. And if you add extra to ordinary, you get extraordinary. And that's where we are. So, there's some extraordinary stuff happening here. All right. I want to take some pictures of this shed in progress. So my battery isn't long here, but it's coming along, right? So what we're gonna do with the shed, we're gonna run some of the ropes, the drying across. So we're gonna go across and around, and then we're going to cover the sides with tarp. So when the weather is good, we can let the air in to air dry. And when the weather is bad, we can batten down the hatches, right? And we're putting mesh down here so that we can put it on top of there and then just rotate as we go along. So that's what we're up to. I mean, it's hard work, and there's a lot of sweat involved, but hey, I mean, I've worked harder and I've sweat more and stressed more in corporate America, and it didn't yield me half as much as the reward as it does, just being here and being able to take, the opportunities that I see and try to run with it, and as far as and as fast as I can, and see how many buttons and how many people we can take with us, right? Because it doesn't make sense if it's just you know and you're going to be tested when you're on your entrepreneurial journey. You're going to be tested. You're going to be tested on how you handle money. You're going to be tested on how you treat people. You're going to be tested in so many ways, and you have to be prepared to understand how to pass those tests, right? I mean, there are just so many things that you have to think. I mean, I remember I had started a company with a friend of mine in the States, and it was construction. And, all the money that came from that business, on his side, all he did was buy cars, right? And I was like, what do you mean you want a new car? You don't need a new car. A new car to do what exactly? And, because you don't know when business gets slow. Business is like every other thing. It has a season. You don't know when it's going to get slow. You don't know when it's going to pick up. You don't know when it's going to go fast. You don't know when it's going to come. And so you have to be ready and, make reservations, put your money to the side for when things don't go well. And this particular person was only interested in buying fast cars and upgrading their cars because they were obsessed with the image of being wealthy rather than being wealthy. And that is the mistake a lot of people make. The image, the impact of having chains and rings and cars and name brand and this and that and the third to advertise to the world that you have arrived. And that's not enough. if the next person that you are going to either A, be dependent on can't make rent, or the next person who you're going to need to help you on the days when things get tough doesn't even have bus fare to go to work, right? So you have to spread the equity around. You have to be a lot smarter with how you spend your money and how you use your money, right? So I talk about that because there are a lot of people who want money, but they don't know money. That's real. Wanting money, having money, and knowing money are something completely different. When you know money, it's like a friend that you understand very well. A conversation that you have with money, a way how you respect money and save money and invest money and put something to the side, because you never know what can happen, right? So when you're on your entrepreneurial journey, think about those things. And that's what I mean when I say the tests. The tests come. The tests come in how you treat others, how you handle yourself, how you negotiate difficult circumstances, how you pick up the pieces when you fail. Because trust me, failure is real. I've been done fail a couple of times. Let me tell you, I've failed enormously, but I wouldn't say that I was that my failure was static. No, I learned. I learned so much in trying and doing and trying and doing, that when the opportunity came to actually do something productive and do something, I was ready. And there's a part halfway between the journey where you're like, oh damn, this is definitely going to work, right? And so, uh-oh. So, failure is important. So don't use anytime anything goes wrong, anytime anything goes wrong, to go boo hoo hoo and cry in your milk and cry in your soup and go, Lord, why me? No, it will go wrong. Some things do go wrong, but you got to pick up the pieces and keep rolling and try to make the best of every situation that you can, and use it as a learning opportunity to open your eyes and open your ears and be more informed about what to do next and how to do that. All right. Uh-oh. So my battery's at 5%. All right. I'm going to go. Let me put my email address for anyone who would like to communicate with me about making reservations at the Exodus House, or for any investment, donation, any questions that you will have in regards to beekeeping, honey processing, holla at me. I'm just one person, and I think I need the muscle now. I think this is the time where the muscle should show up, right? So we want to do this big. This is a huge opportunity. And I want to really thank, before I lose battery, all the people, all the investors that came to the meeting on Friday night at 9 p.m. It was 5 a.m. for me, but y'all showed up, and I did charge, and you did pay, and you did come, and you did learn, and you did appreciate what I brought to the table, and you understood that I could not give away that information for free, and what we were doing was a little bit more than what the other guys are doing, right? We're just doing things a little bit more, and that's what's going to set us apart and throw us over the top, right? So please go ahead, communicate with me. If you have any questions, let me know. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.